The latest Star Wars blockbuster, Solo: A Star Wars Story, is jetting its way onto home media thanks to the Walt Disney Company. And as is always the case with these Disney releases, there will be an enormous selection of different versions smuggling their way onto shelves. In this video, I plan to go over all the details of all the different versions you can expect to find across the US and Canada, as well as in the UK, and when you can find them in store and on digital platforms. At the time of recording this, no information, pack shots, or release dates have been made available about the film's home media release in Australia. I will of course keep you updated when such information is released in another video. Additionally, in this video, I will also detail the list of announced special features. I will then deliver my final thoughts on all of the releases and discuss which versions I'll be adding into my own personal collection. In doing so, I also hope to help you weigh up which version is best for you. I did, of course, review Solo: A Star Wars Story when it was first released in cinemas. If you'd like to take a look at my more in-depth thoughts on the movie, as well as my numerous video editorials on it, feel free to head over there now via the links in the top corner or the hyperlinks at the end of the video. Up on your screen right now is a list of topics I will be covering in this video. If you're more interested in checking out some over others, then please feel free to skip forward via the time codes I provided down in the comments below. Otherwise, you're of course more than welcome to stick it out with me for the long run. Also, keep in mind, about 90% of the time, things do change between announcement and release, whether that be new additions announced closer to release date, like regional exclusives and the like, or changes to artwork, special features, and specs. First up, let's take a look at the North American release of the movie, where Solo: A Star Wars Story will be released on physical home media on September 25th, 2018, but will be hitting digital platforms a week and a half earlier on September 14, 2018. Yes, that is a strange Friday release for digital copies for one reason or another. Solo: A Star Wars Story will release as a 4K Ultra HD Ultimate Collector's Edition combo pack, which will come with a 4K Ultra HD disc, 2x Blu-ray, and a digital copy. It will also come as a standard 2x Blu-ray plus digital copy combo pack. Neither of the two sets include a DVD, but both will come with a slipcover featuring the exact same cover artwork, which I honestly think looks pretty bland and uninspired, not to mention that weird photoshopping on Han's face, and also on Beckett's, come to mention it. We also see the return of those horrible Watch Anywhere and multi-screen edition banners. Get used to it, guys, it's here to stay. A standard bare-bones movie-only edition will be available to purchase on single-disc DVD individually, and of course there will be no 3D release for North America or Canada. Additionally, a steelbook will be released exclusively through Best Buy, featuring once again some pretty boring artwork. I mean, I do love the Millennium Falcon, but who thought this was a striking bit of art to put on a steelbook? I do like the bit of artwork on the back, however, and it makes me wonder why that wasn't used on the front with the boring Millennium Falcon artwork whacked on the back of the pack. It would have made a lot more sense. This will of course be released as a 4K Ultra HD plus 2x Blu-ray plus digital set only. There will be no standard Blu-ray option for the steelbook, following the same release pattern as Avengers: Infinity War. Seems like Disney are scaling back on their number of releases. Target will also be releasing an exclusive Digipack edition of the film in a 4K Ultra HD plus 2x Blu-ray plus digital set. Once again, this will be the only option for this edition. This Target exclusive edition comes with a bonus 40-page filmmaker gallery and storybook, including tons of behind-the-scenes images. As a Target Red Card exclusive, Target will also be offering a special bundle with either the Target exclusive Digibook or the standard Blu-ray edition, which will come with a limited edition Millennium Falcon metal model kit. Our friends across the galaxy in the UK finally have a reason to celebrate, with a physical release landing on September 24th, 2018, one day before US release, in a completely unprecedented move from Disney, who tend to stagger the UK release back a few weeks. The digital version, however, has no announced release date just yet. There will be 3 standard releases of Solo: A Star Wars Story hitting the UK market, a standard 2x Blu-ray set, a 4K plus 2x Blu-ray set, and a 3D plus 2x Blu-ray set. None of these UK editions will come with a digital copy or DVD. Of course, a standard bare-bones edition will be available to purchase on single-disc DVD as well. It's also worth mentioning that the Australian editions of Solo: A Star Wars Story will most likely mimic those from the UK. Once again, Solo will release in the UK with practically the same cover art as the US, minus those ugly borders, of course. And as of right now, all the UK outlets are also still only displaying the temporary temporary artwork for the movie's 3D release. I'd love if they kept this artwork on the final pack, as I think it's really beautiful and much better than the artwork being used on every single other release. It would also be great for those buying both the 3D and the 4K to be able to display two different artworks in their collections. But given that every single other release has the same artwork, I think we all know the odds of that happening.
Never tell me the odds.
Also strange to note is that none of the UK pack shots show the sets with inclusive slipcovers as they usually do. It's a possibility that Disney just didn't release slipcover pack shots for this one, which isn't really that common, but it's also possible that Solo could be the first major UK Disney release to come without a slip, which again would also be very odd and very annoying. Are Disney cutting costs on this release because of its poor box office reception? Who knows? I'm sure we'll have proper confirmation soon enough. Additionally, Zavvi will be the exclusive UK retailer of the Steelbook, which will be available as a 4K Ultra HD plus 2x Blu-ray combo pack, as well as a 3D plus 2x Blu-ray combo pack. These will feature the same boring artwork from the US Best Buy Steel. I'm guessing that the Australian market will also get this as a JB Hi-Fi exclusive. It is also very likely that Tesco will release an exclusive big sleeve edition in 12-inch packaging. However, these aren't usually announced or detailed until soon before release. If this follows past trends, the big sleeve will probably include the Blu-rays and a DVD, though some have been known to be bundled with a 4K or 3D disc in the past. It should also come with a collection of 12-inch art cards. Alright then, let's get into some general release specs for Solo: A Star Wars Story. The physical 4K edition of Solo will feature HDR colouring, while select digital outlets will offer the movie with Dolby Vision. The 4K releases will both include a 7.1.4 Dolby Atmos track. The standard Blu-ray, on the other hand, will feature a DTS HD Master Audio 7.1 track instead of the Dolby Atmos. A number of foreign language and subtitle tracks will additionally be available, but these may change depending on your region. Disney also boasts that the release will be packed with special features, but doesn't specify how long their accumulative total is. All of these features will be included on the bonus Blu-ray disc, which will come with all Blu-ray and 4K versions. Disney doesn't usually port any features onto the 4K disc itself, and the DVD release will come bare bones with no special features at all. Firstly, we have a number of featurettes, I'm guessing around 5 to 10 minutes each. We've got a round table with the director and cast, sit down with director Ron Howard and the stars for an intimate and entertaining discussion on the film's making. Team Chewie, see what it takes to bring your favourite Wookiee to life in this light-hearted look behind the scenes. Kasdan on Kasdan, iconic Star Wars screenwriter Lawrence Kasdan and son Jonathan share what it was like to write the movie script together. Remaking the Millennium Falcon, track the transformation of the most famous ship in the galaxy from Lando's swank and impeccable pride and joy to Han's stripped down hot rod freighter with special modifications. Escape from Corellia, get behind the wheel for the making of this high-octane chase through the streets of Corellia. The train heist, explore the challenges and thrills of creating this action-packed sequence, including its remote location and spectacular effects. Becoming a droid L337, meet the newest droid and the talented actor who helps bring her to life. Scoundrels, droids, creatures and cards, welcome to Fort Yipso. Take an in-depth tour of the rough and tumble bar where strangers mix and gamblers risk all in the legendary game Sabacc. Into the Maelstrom, the Kessel Run. Join Han and Chewie at the controls of the Millennium Falcon to see how this legendary moment in Star Wars history unfolds. Of course, this set will also come with a selection of deleted and extended scenes. One source I've seen puts the length of these around 18 minutes in total, but please take this with a massive load of salt from the Kessel Mines because I can't find this information listed on any official outlets. Additionally, the Target exclusive version of the movie will come with a bonus exclusive digital-only featurette, which will be redeemable via a digital code. The Millennium Falcon from page to part. You can get a look at the history of the most famous ship in the galaxy, its origin and development, and how it will translate in one of the most anticipated expansions in Disneyland's history. No word on whether any international releases will include this bonus feature. I think that this is a fairly decent selection of special features, and I'm particularly looking forward to the round table conversation between Ron Howard and the cast, and I'm hoping that this goes for at least half an hour. Of course, there's nothing incredibly substantial substantial like the feature-length docos included on The Last Jedi and Force Awakens sets, and there's also no audio commentary. At first I thought this may have something to do with the movie's rocky production history and Disney not really wanting to go too in-depth into the making of this one, but on further inspection, the Rogue One: A Star Wars Story set also had no such special features either. Looks like the saga films will continue to get substantial special features, while the story films will get more trivial supplements. Okay, let's get on to my picks and final thoughts. The Solo: A Star Wars Story release seems like a fairly straightforward one, and perhaps one which should be one of my easiest decisions yet, especially considering that all of the editions across the US and the UK feature pretty much the same artwork. I of course will always be happy to grab both a 4K and a 3D release, and usually try to avoid the headache of having to import from the United States, which has become increasingly harder of late. Because the artwork is the same across the board, I would usually say that I would pick up both versions from the UK. However, with the very concerning lack of slipcover pack shots, this could mean that I bypass any kind of standard 4K release, and simply just get my Canadian mate Vince to pick me up a copy of the Target exclusive 4K Digipack, as I really love their exclusive version of The Last Jedi. I will likely end up grabbing the 3D edition over in the UK, as I'll be over there at the time. Even if it doesn't come with a slip, it's really going to be my only option because there's no option over in the States, slipped or not. If we get lucky and the UK options do come with slipcovers, I might pick up both the 3D and the 4K while I'm over there, especially if the artwork stay different. But again, what are the odds of that?
Never tell me the odds.
I don't think I will be grabbing a steelbook this time round, despite owning all previous 3 Disney Star Wars steels. The artwork on this one is just incredibly bland and boring to me, and the incredibly high price points on steels lately are an additional turn-off. If I can pick it up somewhere down the line really cheap, I might consider it. And that is all from me for this video. I hope I've helped make your purchasing decisions all the easier, and you have a good idea of which version or versions of Solo: A Star Wars Story you'll be grabbing. Let me know your decisions in the comments below, and keep me posted on any other exclusive or limited edition versions that pop up before release. Also, to all of those boycotters out there who are finally going to take the chance to secretly smuggle themselves a copy of the movie to watch in secret on the very first day, I hope you enjoy the movie. Thanks once again for joining me, guys. Until next time, may the Force be with you, always. If this is your first time viewing my channel, if you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like this in the future, then please hit that big old subscribe button up on your screen right now, and hit that like button down below. Also, don't forget to check out my many social media accounts, and please consider supporting me over on Patreon. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope I'll see you all again soon. Until next time, take care, and I hope you have a wonderful day.